This will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
To Dallas Goedert.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running is Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Love. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Love from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
To throw on third down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Houston.
And 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz will get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Voyagers.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and some room to maneuver, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, Swift. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? On 3rd down, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Love now to pass on first down. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift. He's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Quickly outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Loose football. The ball comes out. This will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Voyagers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Wentz. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Play action. Now Wentz. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Voyagers 24, Packers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. He's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Play fake. Here's Love. Get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Again, it's Love. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
33-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal
situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's got it up and through.
Voyagers 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Davion Taylor, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball.
There he goes, right side.
This is
touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far. It's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored, Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Voyagers 52.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
30-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they'll go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. They'll run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to